Before we begin, of course, we need some energy, because this is a long game. And I intend to play through the whole game today. And I intend to get all the emeralds. So let's see if we can do this. So first, before we start, we need some of this. That's right. That's right, folks. We need some of this right here. Some good old Sonic Peach Rings G Fuel. That is what I'm talking about. Just hear that pop. You can just hear that popping, folks. Dang, that's good. Now we're ready to go. Of course, I don't have just one drink. We've got multiples. But without further delay, let's get into this game. So, this game is probably my most played Sonic game ever. Absolutely love Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Had this on the Sega Genesis, which used the lock-on technology. You would plug Sonic and Knuckles right into the system, and then the top would flip open, you'd plug Sonic 3 into it, and that allowed you to play not only as Knuckles, but to play through the entire adventure. Knuckles is a little bit shorter. Still good though. And I will be uploading a playthrough of the game as Knuckles before too long. But let's knock out one of these bonus levels here. Now, one thing we'll get into a little bit later is about the soundtrack. Unfortunately, there is something about it in this game that I do not like, though I understand why it had to be the way that it had to be. But really, I'm just happy that for the first time in a while, we could play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because a lot of the remakes, re-releases, ports, whatever you want to call them, did not give us that ability. And again, this is my favorite Sonic game by far. So right off the bat, 1 emerald down, 6 more to go. 6 more to go. Alright. Can I grab this spawn? You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna let that slip. We won't go up there. I can do it when I'm not trying. So, this is in mirrored mode. Keep that in mind. So you push that rock, you get some invincibility stars. Fly back up here. If you really want it, there's a life up there. Well, it's not a life in this version of the game, but don't know why that kind of freezes on the death. Can't actually fight and beat that guy. And just like that, Robotnik nuked Angel Island. Yeah, let's try bonus level. Alright, this one's good. Don't really need a lot of that. I think I'm happy with that. Let's get out of here. Good way to get shields. Okay way to maybe get some rings. Mostly you're gonna get shields out of it. If we go down here, there is bonus ring. And as long as you don't miss any of the rings, you can, by the end of Hydra City, have Supersonic. So, Zone 2. Now, we likely won't do that. I'm not going to go too hardcore into getting these, because we have the entire game. But I probably will have these by the end of Marble Garden, or Carnival Night at the latest. Now, I could collect all those rings. If you do get them all, you'll get a perfect, which will give you more of those bonus coins, but I'm already capped out on them. There's really no reason for me to even try. You get 3 just for beating them. Honestly, they throw them at you. And you don't use them as lives because you get infinite lives in this version of the game. Is what it is. I'm not gonna bother with the rings. Maybe I'll do it on one of them. Maybe I'll do it on the last one just to do it, but we'll see. So there we go. We're 2 out of 5, or 2 out of 7. Math and numbers. So of course the bubble shield lets you bounce. If you're not familiar with this game. And all the shields have different mechanics. The electric shield here, lightning shield, whatever. It lets you double jump, and it attracts rings to you. All of the shields will give you some protection from certain enemy types and environmental hazards, depending on what it is you're trying to avoid. Fire's going to be pretty useful for this fight. Fire lets you kind of just throw yourself really quickly. And the fire on the bottom isn't going to hurt me. He'll also shoot, see, little flamethrower effect there, doesn't touch me. These shields are amazing in this game. And if you hit those signposts right, you can get items out of the ground. Sometimes they'll give you little things to kind of clue you in on where to make it hit. For example, we have those little, I don't know, vines in the background, I guess? Unfortunately, with the lightning and the fire shield, ooh, that animation kind of glitched out there. It's kind of cool, though. Unfortunately, though, with the lightning and the fire shield, you will lose them if you touch water, and I'm about to lose mine. But that's okay. It does not have the regular shield or the barrier shields that exist in Sonic 1 and 2. But you can enable those in those games. I don't know if you can get the normal ones in this one or not. I haven't played around with the cheat menu. Just been playing legit. Not that there's anything wrong with playing around with the cheat menu. You can do some cool stuff. Just like in Sonic 1, you can enable the 7th Chaos Emerald. And apparently go Supersonic. I have not tried that one yet. I'm gonna do it sometime, though. Alright, let's do this. Boom. Another emerald down. We've got 3 out of the 7. And we're not even out of the first zone yet. And I can get at least one more of these emeralds. But I don't miss something or mess up. I will say that can happen, especially since I'm not used to playing this from right to left, which may not, on the surface, sound like a huge difference, but, yeah, it kind of matters. Because you will do things that you don't intend to do just because you forget. At least I do. I've had plenty of those Homer Simpson DOE moments trying to do mirror mode. But you know, that challenge that it adds, as simple as it is, it's pretty cool. Let's see what bonus level we get here. There's only one I don't like, and this is it. So this one, I have terrible luck at. It's like the slot machines kind of in Sonic 2. You have a really high chance of getting a bunch of Robotniks, and if you do, you lose 100 rings. If you get jackpot, you gain 100, and most of the time, you're not going to get anything. So we're just gonna get out of there. I don't want to lose my rings. Not that it really matters that much in the grand scheme of things, but, you know. Why even bother with it? The other bonus levels I tend to like more because I have better chance of getting rings, and you get shields, and shields really... Oh, you jerk. Oh! Alright, well there we go, we lost our rings. Tis what it is, folks. We don't get mad, we just get bonus levels. This is probably the hardest one for me to look at. The white and red. So, I have a hard time with the color red, a little bit with orange. Not that I can't see them. It's not a color blindness problem as much as it is my eyes cannot focus on things that are these colors very well. And so, that messes with me a bit. So I would not be surprised if I screw this up. Also, sometimes the D-pad is a little wonky, but, you know, if I mess it up, it's more likely than not going to be my eyes killing me. The trick to get the blue spheres, if you have a big cluster of spheres, do the outside, because you'll turn all of the spheres into rings that are on the inside, and you'll effectively get credit for collecting them all. So don't feel the need to run over all of them. Of course, if you just have like a little 2x2 block, or they're all in a line, yeah, you're gonna have to touch them all. But for anything 3x3 or bigger, yeah, just go around the outside, you'll be fine. See, I'm trying to do it this way because that's how it normally be. Like I said, it messes with you ever so slightly. I've actually gotten stuck in levels on some of the other Sonic games trying to play them in mirror mode because I was just making myself go the wrong way. Go away, Mr. Rhino Bike thing? I don't know what he is. Killed that. There is a fire shield up there. You know, check the trees. We're gonna skip the bonus level. We're just gonna go right into... Actually, I probably should have gotten the fire shield now that I think about it, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I got Tails with me. And in this version of the game, they fixed Tails' AI. He doesn't... He used to catch up to you and then stop running and then just get nuked by these bombs, but they fixed his AI. Thankfully. Robotnik be dropping bombs. There he is in the trees. Little jerk. Alright. It's over here. Tails getting a couple hits there. I'm gonna be a little careful. More than I usually would be, to be entirely honest with you folks. I mean, yeah. The game's easy enough, especially taking advantage of iframes to kind of do some things. Come on, Tails. Yes, Tails can carry you, which is pretty nice. You just hold up on the D-pad or joystick and keep tapping A and he'll fly. It can be a little touchy though, you gotta make sure he's on you when you do it. Knuckles shows up, he thinks we're his enemy, and of course he's going to try to screw us over every way. I had to think for a second which way I needed to fall here, because again, it's mirrored. I think this is... Oh, thank you, Tails, for killing that thing. That could have been not so good. Alright. let's do this. Right off the bat, we got invulnerability stars. These little piranha guys. If they latch onto you, they will start eating your rings. So you want to not have them latch onto you. Now you can go a couple of ways here. You can go up, or you can go down. I'm gonna go down here though. Picked up a bubble shield. So bubble shield is, of course that ran out right then and there. So bubble shield would have been awesome. It lets you breathe underwater. You can't pick up bubbles while you have the bubble shield, not that you really need to. But yeah, breathing underwater is pretty OP. At least at a water level it is. And normally in games, Yo, you... Aw, you jerk. This thing goes really fast. Usually in games, I tend to really, really strongly dislike the water levels. Okay, I gave myself a temporary shield, but it didn't last. Oh no. See, it's eating my rings. And you know what? I don't remember how I get rid of this guy. You're gonna kill me. Okay. It didn't let me spin dash or anything, which seems kind of odd to me. I think you're supposed to be able to, but yeah, something was going on there. Either way, it was nice to be able to show you that. So that, in a really messed up kind of way, worked out. Tails, I don't want to go down there and die. I want to go up there and die instead. You know, because death is great and everything. I didn't want to do that quite, but... So Sonic, you'll notice I have that little white circle around him. You might be wondering what that is. So if you press A while in the air after jumping, and you don't have a shield on, it's kind of like an attack, but it also acts like a very short-lived shield. And so if you time things right, you could prevent yourself from getting hurt by things that probably should have hurt you. And it also gives you a little bit more range on your jump attack. It's a little annoying to messy, so that would have normally hit me, but I timed it just right. I didn't do that. So I do the hard thing, easy, right? But then the easy thing I screw up. It's skill. It's a skill issue. So there we go, just like that. First mini boss down. We're just gonna kind of stand up here and drown while we wait for this to happen. So here's the oh crap moment. The walls are closing in on us. Like, literally. Oh, no! Oh my god. Come on, Sonic. Don't do this to me, bud. Here we go. Here we go. Now we don't have to worry about the wall anymore. Let's go up here. Do some jumping. I really love the music in this game too, for the most part. Some tracks, of course, I like more than others. This is one of those bangers I really like from this game. I love Hydro City, especially Act 2. This is just... it's great. Really dig it. So again, I got my least... oh, yeah! Okay. I thought for a second there we were going to get to see me lose all my rings. Fortunately, that's not what it turned into. We got goals in life, and my goal there was to goal out. Oh my gosh, I caved just shy of hitting him. Not that it really matters. But, alrighty, here we go! And this is so fun. I love the loop-de-loops and stuff like this. They're always kind of cool to me. might not be this guy, it might be the next guy. It's so great having Tails carry you. Come on. Alright, so we get on this thing, we're gonna spin around. Oh yeah, there's a secret thing up here that I missed. That's okay. There's just either a shield or a one-up. Can't remember which. Can't get over on the other side there yet to get those invulnerability stars. Instead, we need to do one of these deals. I don't want to do that quite yet. So, again, this would be a one-up normally, however, it is not in this version of the game, but I'm going to grab it just because. Sometimes those hidden gems of items and things around the levels just make it that much more interesting. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go up, and hey, lo and behold, a bonus ring. We're gonna do some work here. Unfortunately, and of course, for those of you who may not have played this before or familiar with this mode, if you touch the red spheres, you lose. So the point is to not touch those and touch all the blue ones. And of course, I'll save you all the joke about blue balls. Here we go. Boom, look at that. We're almost done. We just have one more cluster right here. Again, easy peasy. Another emerald down. We're putting in the work, folks. We got 5 out of 7, and I'm about to get one more. If I got one in the last zone, if I took the right pathing, would have been done, but of course, I did this. It is what it is. Oh, I came just shy of hitting him. Alright, you know what? Totally meant to do that. Even if I didn't, I'm gonna say it. That's so bad. Alright. Up we go. I love those little hand things that grab you, and then you just Sonic just revs up, man. Should be on this side. Okay, I need Tails. No, Tails, what are you doing? Take me with you. Alright. So again, if I got one of the rings in Act 1, we'd been done here, but I missed it. That's okay. I don't really need Supersonic yet. I mean, you don't really need it. Last level anyway, but it is pretty cool to be supersonic, let's be honest. Just grabbing these spheres real quick. Kind of. Now you can jump over 2 spheres at a time, which is worth mentioning. Of course, you gotta time it right. That also means if you're just trying to jump over one, you gotta be a little careful too, so you don't overdo it. Alright, where do we want to go next? We'll go this way. course, the levels kind of loop. I'm taking unnecessary risks here. Why? Because I live on the edge. And just like that, we've got 6 out of 7. Now, unfortunately, there's not going to be any more bonus rings for me to snag here. So again, we're gonna have to be one short until we get to the next zone, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. Let's do this. I'm going to jump down here, and actually, this is not... There's another way to get to here. That would be the way to do it. But again, we took different pathing. And hey, look! Knock, knock, it's ducks. And once again, he trolls us. Thank you. I wanted to be underwater, so... How'd you know? Alright, this is my favorite bonus level, but doing it backwards always screws me up. And I'm afraid after I'm done playing this in mirrored mode, I'm not even gonna remember how to play it normally. Oh, fire shield, that'll do me so much good in a water zone. I'm not even gonna bother with that. I will lose that pretty much instantly. So the idea kind of is you work your way to the top to escape, or you get caught in this little net thing that goes up gradually over time. Doesn't really matter, you don't get anything extra for getting out. It just takes you out, going back down and falling into the net. I feel like being impatient, so I'm gonna lose my rings. Because I could take advantage of Tails! That's right! And that you didn't think I could drive 2 characters at once, did you? Look at those mad skills. Look at those mad skills. And here we go, Marble Garden. I don't hate this zone, but I also don't particularly care for it either. It's just not one of my favorites. I think music here is okay. You know what, I don't normally take the lower path, let's do it. I think I missed a bonus too. Sadly. But yeah, so for those of you who might not be, again, familiar with the Sonic games in general, usually you have multiple paths that you can take to get through the level. Ultimately, they converge, but let's try again. Don't remember if this is... Because some of these paths are meant for Sonic and Tails, some are meant purely for Knuckles. Yeah, that one's a Knuckles one because he has to climb. We might be able to cheese ball this. Look at that! Tails comes in clutch. Oh, no. I do not like those spike dudes. And they appear in many games, even the horrid Sonic 4. Or at least that's how many would view that game, as horrid. And of course they showed up in other game sets. Tell you what, that tapping A for that Reef shield attack thing is so nice. That will save your day again. If you master it. If you don't, well, these guys, they actually don't hurt you. You can bounce on them, but you've got to roll into them essentially to kill them. Some of them are those guys, and some of them aren't, so I wouldn't, unless you're very familiar with the level. Alright, these, you gotta hit that little thing on its head. They shoot arrows, which kind of sucks, you don't want to get hit. Or you may not, maybe you don't care. Maybe you're like me, actually don't care. Hey! You know what this means, folks? Especially with what might as well be infinite retries. Okay, that I'll come back to, because I want to hit that from a different angle. Because it's just easier to do the outline, you have less risk of messing yourself up and touching a red sphere, when you can just turn these into rings, like I'm doing here. Now you do have to be a little careful, because you will gradually speed up, and sometimes that can... I did not actually want to do that, but you know what, it worked out. If you know how to work the system, you can really save yourself a lot of pain and embarrassment. There we go! We got the last emerald. Supersonic, here we come. So just like that, again, you could have gotten these all by the end of Hydro City. I missed one of them, I had to get it here. But that's fine. We got where we needed to be, and we are good for the remainder of the Sonic 3 part of the game. So, time to go Super Saiyan. I think we gotta go. Sometimes this isn't an advantage because you move so fast that some of the things that might not have squished you because of how your normal movement speed is will squish you. So you do have to be like that. So that's actually a really good example. Really good example. And that's something I've noticed a lot with this version of the game. I get squished a lot easier. Normally you just push stuff, but it must be the way they did the boxes. And it causes a lot of deaths that probably wouldn't normally happen. But, again, I'm not going to get too mad about it. It's just a small annoyance. Because really, you can play through the game just fine, even without Supersonic. But either way, that was actually... Nope. Get this lightning shield here. Now, if you get a bonus ring after getting all the emeralds, it'll give you 50 rings, which is what you need to go super. Okay, I lost my shield. I'm not risking it. We're gonna just transform. Say heck with it. Kind of would've wanted to wait a little bit longer, maybe even kept that lightning shield, but it is what it is. It's just really helpful to have that, even if you have super form, because the effect of the shield still works while you're super. And so the fact that it's going to attract rings for you while you run around like a maniac, very helpful. But messed up and lost it, it is what it is. Not going to lose any sleep over that one. And we still got to be super for this match. It's awesome. Which, again, if you go supersonic, most of these are just absolutely, you just fall asleep. But the way that guy works, you hit him while he's, you know, you're able to, things fall from the ceiling that hurt you, little spiky rocks, and if you have a shield, they'll actually bounce off of you, so you'll be fine. But yeah, supposed to dodge the spikes. Hit him when you can. See, so, again, I hit him from the top. The reason I killed him is because of this. Again, it's something I don't think gets the credit it deserves, but that little attack thing there is really flipping awesome. In my opinion, it's very awesome, very useful. A lot of people just kind of shrug it off, they don't really care. They're like, I want a shield. I don't blame them. Shields are pretty darn cool, but you do awesome stuff without one. And of course, in this version of the game, it wasn't like this in the original, but in this version of the game, ooh, you're just asking me to go super now. I need to go up. Starting to, like, reprogram that muscle memory so I do things, you know, the right way. Oh, we got a fire shield. That's, yeah, it's whatever. 1-up's not really particularly useful to us, but I'll grab it. Alright, so I'll show you what happens. Oh yeah, if you don't like the reward, you can go back up if you haven't claimed it, and the little bubble for it will show up again, so it lets you kind of cheat and re-roll. See, the top ones will give you a crud loaded ring. So I'll show you what happens when you get caught. That's all that happens. Either way you get out of the level, doesn't really matter. The little spinny top things are kind of cool until they're not anymore. Alright, let's do this. You just kind of spin dash into those and they spin everything for you. We don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it just to have 200 rings because I'm ridiculous. I'm being ridiculous anyway. Probably gonna get smushed or something stupid and lose them all, but hey, you know. Might as well have a little bit of fun. Yeah, eat that, Mr. Spike Guy. I can't handle my flame shield. Still gotta wait for them to pull out their spikes, though. Yes, I said up, not out. Just so there's no misunderstandings. You know, we could do stupid stuff, but nah, I'm not gonna go for the rings. Or go out of my way for the work. It's telling us to go up. I was afraid I was going to touch the ground before. Alright, I'm not risking losing these to craziness. We're just gonna listen to this goofy music for the rest of the level. That brings up. I actually didn't even need to do that. Because, oh my gosh, he's a little hard to finally control in super form because he has so much acceleration. I have less issues with that in this game than I do Sonic 2, but those issues still persist. They definitely still persist. Alright, we're going this way. Why not ride the top? It's still faster than normal Super Sonic. I will say, sometimes this music gets a little on the old side, depending on how much you're going to be in it, which is another reason why I try not to go right into it all the time. And this particular remix of it also isn't my favorite. Not that the original is too much different, it's just, I don't know, it's less carnival-y sounding, I guess. how I would personally describe it. Alright, so now this thing's gonna slow down real quick. Now let's see what we get. I regret it. I instantly regret it. We are getting the heck out of here. Yeah, last thing I need is to get 3 Robotniks and lose all of my rings. I would hate myself. There's also a... Come on. There we go. Lightning shield safe. Boom. Yeah, it's gonna be over here. So it's actually fixed so you can't kill him there because of reasons. Tails comes in clutch, and he's like, hey, I'll help you, and then you just get the last hit. So no matter what, no matter how many hits you get on him, you just... Of course, I fall down, Tails catches me. What a friend. What a friend he is. He knows how to carry the team, literally. He's trying. He's just like, oh, Sonic, get to me, chili dogs. Getting a little heavy. Alright, so now for my rant about the soundtrack. I don't like insulting people's art, even if I don't particularly care for it. Alright? And, you know, music is an art. But, you know, I don't like this music for this long. I really don't, and maybe part of that's because I'm used to hearing the original soundtrack, playing it on my Sega. I don't know. But I don't like this soundtrack. I just don't. I don't like this alternate music for this sound. And I never will, quite honestly. So, what do I mean by alternate soundtrack? Well, you see, folks, I'm going to try to not get myself killed while I explain this. Come on, Tails. Oh, where are you going? Oh, there he is. There he is. That stupid barrel. You know, it'd have been quicker if I just did this legitimately instead of trying to cheese it. It took me out of super form. Did you see that? Oh my god, I activated at the right time. What in the... Come on, Tails. Tails! We're not really probably supposed to be going this way. We're doing it, because, darn it, I said so. And I wanted that ring. Plenty of opportunities to get rings, bonus level chances in this zone. So, again, if you didn't get them all by this point, don't sweat it. You'll have ample opportunity. I have vulnerability stars, because I totally needed those. Obviously, right? Not like I'm super and already invulnerable or anything crazy like that. Now, the bonus levels can be a good way to, again, get a shield and get yourself out of super form if you don't want to be in it. Kind of conserve your rings for the boss at the end. But if you know where the bonus rings are, and you can get through the level quick enough, it really don't matter. It really don't matter. Just be careful not to get smashed by something, because that happens quite a bit. What are we doing? Okay. Again, I run into some really weird things that happen in this version of the game. I'll demonstrate what I was talking about. Gosh darn it to heck. Alright, I do not like... Why does it... It knows I don't like this bonus. That's what it is. The game knows. So, I do have a shield. Actually, I think we're at the boss. Yeah, we are. I didn't really... Saved myself a couple of seconds at the most. So this guy, he's got like a spinning drill plate thing. And the way he works is you gotta hit him, that comes out, and then you just gotta hit him. He'll occasionally put on, like this electric stuff that's going on there. If I touched him and I wasn't super... come on! Alright, again, like getting squished, it's so much more prevalent in this version of the game. I don't know what they did, but alright, I guess we'll get the demo at how it's supposed to be, which is fine. You can also jump on top of and ride that thing. And if you're, again, that would have hurt me had I not pressed A at the right time. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Don't squish. And then also, if it makes a hole, you can fall down there. I guess I can show you everything not to do in this run. I don't mind it. I don't care. It's educational. What? Wait, what happened to the floor? It doesn't look... What the heck? What is going on with the... It broke. Why is this so broke? Come on, Sega. Hey, it fixed itself. What do you know? You can ride that too if you really want. There's advantages to that, like not getting smashed by it. But and also, it kind of, because this is meant for a wider screen, there's more room, and this thing really just kind of pees around quite a bit, trying to bounce around before it actually hits the thing, I've noticed. Which is, you know, mildly annoying. But it is what it is. You don't want to jump down even after you beat him, because it'll just kill you until you can see the ground. It's not even worth being impatient and trying to go down. And of course, we get our little signpost here. We'll keep that for the next act. But yeah, so I never really got into the whole, I guess, rant though about the soundtrack. So, yeah, this is one of the levels. Apparently, Michael Jackson was involved with the production of the soundtrack for this game, and I don't know, potentially some other people too. And as the story goes, from how I've heard it, he wasn't entirely thrilled with how his music sounded on the Sega Genesis, and so he kind of didn't entirely want credit for his involvement in Yay! Yes, in Yay. And I guess assisting with making the music. Which is funny because he has a game called Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which, well, it has his music. Granted, you know, some of it doesn't sound great per se, you know, but it sounded alright on the Genesis. It wasn't great, but it did the job. And that is a really odd game. If you ever get a chance to play it, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's going to be your favorite game and you're going to want to just spend hours and hours playing Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, but it's interesting enough to be worth, you know, touching. No pun intended. But you go around and you're trying to save little girls. Oddly enough, I mean, the whole game's odd. But you're saving little girls that are all over the level for some reason. Who knows why. But, yeah, you save them from gangsters and dogs and skeletons and zombies and all kinds of things that don't make any sense whatsoever. And we just don't ask questions about it because reasons. Tails is kinda screwing me over there. Grab this. We're going to do that. We're gonna jump across. Come over here. Go up again, there's a lot of paths. Oh yeah, you might have seen it in a split second there, but the bubble shield just deflected the spike ball. He shoots at you. You would think a spike ball would pop a bubble shield, but no, that is not how things work in this game. As I said, the shields are really awesome in Sonic and Knuckles. Of course, there's a life thing here. Does it really matter? Not really. Not in this version of the... Are you kidding me? Bruh. I don't like that I have no control over myself. There we go. No self-control. And now this is where we give Sonic a concussion. Best part of the game. Alright. We go up. Okay, and we're gonna go down, too. And we can go in here, grab a bonus ring, just because, you know, I didn't have enough rings already to make myself happy. I have to overcompensate, you know. So, go around, and we're going to go in here to turn off super mode for now. And we got my favorite level. Good chance I'll get some kind of a shield, although if it's not a bubble shield, it probably won't matter a lot, to be honest with you folks. We're gonna do it. But yeah, Michael Jackson, he just did not like the way that it sounded. He didn't really want credit, but because it was, you know, his involvement and then all the child molestation stuff that happened with him, you know, they kind of wanted to get the distance from him, and I could understand that. Man, I didn't want A1 up. Let's re-roll that and see if I can be good enough to not miss it. No! Gosh darn it. Sometimes that middle one has a... Yeah, I messed up. That's fine. I didn't really need 300 plus rings, if I'm being honest. And the level's not even over. I was actually kind of hoping for a bubble shield, too. That did not happen. Boom! Oh, water shield. Yeah, bubble. Let's go. And you can bounce like a madman with that thing. No, let's not. That looks like a good way to die, honestly. These guys, they kind of like do that whole deal, and then they hit you, and it makes your life terrible. The bubbles you can open up, and they give you oxygen. Because we are hedgehogs, we cannot breathe underwater. That's okay, because the water starts to drain. I don't know why it does, it just does. We don't ask questions. We just accept things. Because Sega. That's okay. We can do that. Right. Again, no point to really doing that, but it's kind of fun. I like the spring sound effect. We go up here and hey, rings! Because I needed more of those, of course. Go up and around, break some walls. I think there's actually a bonus ring on one of the walls here. Could be wrong. I'm not really going to worry about grabbing it though. And we are getting to the infamous Barrel of Doom, as some call it. There's just a lot going on here. I mean, you can take a fire shield. It's better than nothing. Water shield, that's a little bit more useful to me. Although I don't think we have any more water parts to this level. But I'd rather bounce than fly forward with fire and potentially mess myself up. I don't want your one-ups! Gosh darn it. Alright, whatever. I guess I'll get your one-ups then. There we go, because I needed to have 400 rings in this game. This would not be a playthrough without 400 rings. Well, we're one shy here. And the game says you have so many rings, to heck with you. So you're supposed to hit up and down on the D-pad here. Oh my god. Can I make Tails? He doesn't do it right. Gosh darn it. I think I can... I don't want to squish myself. I'm always afraid of doing that. Get off the road! But yeah, I will admit, you know, I was one of those people that didn't figure that out because there was nothing like it in the game and you just use the D-pad to up and down until you bounce it up and around. I mean, I tried doing that at one point, but it didn't really work for me, probably because my timing sucked, and so I was like, oh, that can't be the way you do that. And so I was trying to actually jump, and I actually came close to doing it. But when I was young, the only way I got through that was, well, quite honestly, by going into debug mode, well, enabling debug mode. And, come on, I want that. We gotta be ridiculous here. There's no kill like overkill, as they say. 463 rings, baby. We're doing work. Until I get squished by something. No! Stop! The barrels are so weird. I'm not even gonna touch that. I don't care. And we go supersonic fast. Hey, it's Knuckles. And yeah, he kind of reversed the thing. Now, I don't know why Sonic and Tails just stand there and let, you know, Knuckles kind of do that. It's like, hey, it's Knuckles, he's gonna screw us over again. Alright, so this, it's like a magnetic thing. He drops that ball and he makes it do things. I don't care, we're just gonna kill it. Mechanics? What mechanics? We got supersonic. And we got a bunch of points for that because, well, we got out of here with almost 500 rings. Now, this next zone has one of my favorite soundtracks. However, not in this version of the game. I've read some stuff. Supposedly, the soundtrack for this sounds like Hard Times by the Jetsons. And, you know, regardless of who made the music for the original release, it was a lot better than this. Not to say this is the worst replacement track they made. It's okay, it at least kind of feels appropriate, maybe. It's an okay track, I could kind of dig it, but it's not as good as what they had. Alright, let's go down. Now, what we need to do here actually is jump on this little thing that I can't jump on because it's bad. There we go. And we ride it down, it breaks stuff. You know, supersonic would generally break things, but, you know, we can't there because reasons. We're going to get this. I don't remember if there's rings over there. No, there's not. And we're just gonna walk through everybody, because we don't. We got Supersonic. What's there to be afraid of? There are springs, too, in the walls you gotta watch out for. It's why I didn't hug the wall there. Some of those things go up. That's right. That's how that works. I forgot. It's been a minute since I've done this one, folks. Gosh darn, really? Alright, alright. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. At least, I don't know. I guess on the bright side, I don't have to listen to super music. Not. Well, you know, we're probably gonna. No! Oh, yeah, once you get one of the rings, they perfectly. Those should have come back. Because I have all the emeralds. I think they would if I beat the game, but I don't know. I have a feeling a lot of things got changed ever so slightly with this. And so I just kind of expect things to be a bit different than what I remember. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it makes it somewhat new again. Oh yeah, this shield, super OP. Those little spike balls, yeah, it just yeah, the shields actually really do a lot to protect you in this game. Jump up here. Let's speed up, hit this guy. Boom. That double jump with the electric shield. Lightning shields. So nice. So what I don't like is that there's like... Yeah, there's like no time there. It's like you gotta wait for it to be lined up just right, I think. But it's kind of silly they make you sit here like this and wait for that. That probably was the time to do it, if we're being honest. I missed my opportunity. Because, like, boom, that's when I killed myself. Oh my gosh, it's the next one. Move, 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 move! Okay. To me, that is such a cheesy, dumb thing. Okay. Alright, these icicles, they fall down. The ceiling, that'll freeze you into a block, and it hits you, and you have to break out of that. Rather not demo that right now, because I have things to lose. Yeah, that's right. I'm not even gonna touch that. So we push this guy, and like the other thing that I had to do, we ride it. And we break through the wall. There is a mod that supposedly lets you play the game with the original soundtrack. I did mess around with it a little bit. You'll hear some of the changes it made in my Knuckles playthrough, but I didn't install it until after I got past the Sonic 3 part, which has most of that music. But it had other issues, like the second zone music wouldn't play the alternate track for the zone, and I didn't like that because it's just not right. So you're not going to get perfection, unfortunately, unless maybe they fix it. So this guy, he like does that, he tracks a bunch of these ice rock things, he throws them in the air, you're supposed to dodge them and then hit them when they're not surrounding them, but We have Supersonic. We don't need to care about boss mechanics. We just don't. They don't matter. They're irrelevant. And that's just all there is to it. Alright, Act 2. Oh god. I can't wait until we get through the game. This part of the game. These tracks, man. I don't care for them. Like I said, if you ever have a chance to listen to the originals or mod the originals in, I would suggest doing it personally, but, yeah, you do you at the end of the day, right? Let's see, what can I do here? I'm gonna take the high path. Those little penguin guys, they're kinda cool. Oh, I could've gone higher. Shoot. Well, it is what it is. I guess we're going down now. My efforts to remain high were for naught. Got most of those, that wasn't too bad. If I had a lightning shield, would've had them all. No issues. And there's these little guys that only appear here. You keep bouncing on them and they shoot you up higher and higher. There is a cap for how much height you can get. They don't let you get so high in this game, folks. You can get pretty high. Probably lost time doing that. Didn't really gain many rings since I am kind of bleeding them now, but hey. No, I don't want to do that. I went too far. Yes, that's right. My humor is not the only thing that went too far. Let's... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. I want to get up there to show you all wow, I suck because I'm not used to playing here. It'll all be clear in a moment why I'm bothering to do this. Again, there's a crap load of rings up here. Plus, you got the bonus ring. Why would you not go up there? Why would you not? It's one of those little nifty secrets. Now here, that little bottom platform drops down, and it and the little tube thing on the bottom shoots cold air. And then you hit him enough times it breaks, and then he just starts shooting cold air everywhere. Hits you, freezes you, whatever. We just ignore it because we got Supersonic and we just cheese everything. So we are through Act 2. Soon to be heading into the next zone. Launch base zone. Again, I don't like the replacement music for this zone, personally. It's just, you know, and it's not... Like, even his music, right? Again, the original tracks, they were bangers. I'd sit there and listen to them whether I was playing the game or not. I really... I mean, I do. I spent a lot of time listening to a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog game tracks, whether it's the 2D ones or some of the 3D ones. But most of what I listen to are the 2D games. Because I think in general, they do a really good job with the soundtrack for these games. That thing falls down. These guys, they'll open up when you least expect it and try to shoot you. But I don't know, in this version of the game, they don't seem to want to mess with me a whole lot, I've noticed. They don't want to open up and say hi and let me kill them. And there's a lot of... Ooh. I want to get that invulnerability box there. Alright, let's do this. These lasers suck. Those metal spiky ball guys. You're not going to kill them without invulnerability frames. Whether that's from being damaged recently, or from being supersonic or having the invincibility stars on. You just gotta have iframes to beat them. Is it stupid and cheesy? Yes, it is. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Alright, we're gonna go supersonic here. I'm gonna miss out on a bunch of rings because I'm bad at the game. That's okay. We'll get these. We'll hit that thing, it changes the floor. There you go, down. Really just want to get as many rings as I can. Maintain this form. Now, if we get a chance for a bonus stage, I might go in it just to kind of turn off super mode. I don't have to, but we might. I can jump up there, but I think I actually need to. Or should. I think down below somewhere, too, there's a bonus ring. This is a level I usually just try to get through as fast as I can, and I normally have all of the emeralds by here. If I don't, then, like, I don't know. I was doing something terribly, terribly wrong if I don't. Got a little bit of rings there. 10. Yeah, I'm just gonna not mess with that guy. He's all sorts of a bad day. We're not gonna get lasered. Oh god! Spike thing there. That's gonna shoot fire. You know, this whole place is a death trap. You can definitely tell this has been fortified by Robotnik. He wasn't messing around. Now, you can't actually go in those backwards, which I would not suggest doing, but you can. Oh my goodness, really. Well, I saved myself a little bit of time there. Let's just kind of zip on through. Ooh, a lightning shield. That's kind of nice. Oh, I could have died there, and likely would have if my timing was a little bit different. I don't know if you're more prone to auto-dying to that in super form or not, but yeah, that could have gone very south for me. I'd have been kind of unhappy. Walking through that thing trips the alarm. Hey, he opened up to me! Yeah, whatever. We are getting toward the end of this, I want to say. Pretty sure we are. Hey, Robotnik, what up, bud? How you doing? How you doing? Breaking your toys. And Knuckles just commits terrorism and blows up a building. Thanks, Knuckles. I mean, you know, Launch-Based Zone was an inside job, obviously. That was rigged to explode and fell right into its footprint. Sorry, folks, could not resist. I'm sure that'll get someone going. Who says you need Shadow the Hedgehog to be edgy playing this game? Alright. Knuckles gets to fight two of these at once. Again, I don't have time for this. I'm gonna make this as easy and cheesy as I possibly can. He comes down, and then as you beat the snot out of him, he loses those arms, and just like that, we are done with Act 1 here. I didn't mean to pick up those rings, I swear, but hey, whatever. We're just padding my score at this point, aren't we? So now we just need to finish the Sonic 3 portion of this game. God, this music just sounds so terrible. That's okay, I'm sure all of you are quite tired of me complaining about the music. But that's okay. Bigger and better times are coming. Very soon, I promise. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. Alright, there we go. I got 2 rings. We'll play this stupid minigame. I'm getting ready to just lose my house and my entire bank account and everything else and live in a cardboard box from losing the slots. Hey, that wasn't so bad. I'm gonna get gambling addiction if I keep this up. I better stop while I'm ahead. I'm gonna be calling Gamblers Anonymous soon. No, you're not gonna touch me. I forebode it. We're gonna get that ring box because why would you not get it? Let's be honest, folks. Why would you not? Going up. We're gonna spin, get another ring box because we need more rings. I demand more rings. Let's see what we get here. I'm curious. Why are we getting... No, I don't want the gambler thing. I don't know what to tell you, folks. The game always gives me this, and I absolutely dislike this. If I have no rings and I've got nothing to live for, then yeah, I'll play this. And roll the dice, but not when I'm sitting at 125 rings. And I've got all my emeralds. There's just no point in it. Alright, we're gonna transform. Go here, yeah, that's a secret thing. If you hit that box, you can't go there anymore. And it just does that. It's like, there's not even a path there, we trolled you. And you can go down there. We're just gonna get knocked around. We're just gonna break that. You know, I thought that was Knuckles' thing, but apparently, you know, Sonic also likes to break shit. I can dig it. I'll dig it. Why not? There's some rings up there, and I'm probably not really gaining anything by bouncing again, because again, we're just kind of bleeding rings at this point. We go down to the pipes. It's like playing Mario now. Yes, it's your friendly hedgehog plumber from Brooklyn. Or I guess Knotwood. Is that what it's called? So... I need as many rings as possible, or this will get kinda sketch later, and you'll see what I mean momentarily. Once I get where I'm going here. Lasers there, you gotta be careful about. I mean, they pretty much tell you go super, get the heck out of Dodge. I didn't actually want to... I don't have a choice anymore. Alright, game, I'll do it the way you want me to. I don't like it, but I'll do it. There's a way over there, and I don't know if I can actually get to it, but probably not, if we're being honest. Alright, I think I have enough. I'm just afraid something stupid's going to happen. It's going to auto-kill me, so I'm not going to just lay on him like I normally would. If this were the normal version of the game. You ever wonder what it was like to ride the Egomatic? Well, now you get to experience it. Yes. Hey, it's Knuckles. And he punches. Oh. Serves you right, you dirty rat. He needs to cool off and go for a swim. That's what I said. Gonna enjoy super mode while I still can, because we are about to lose it. That's okay. We'll be fine. Now, if you do everything right, at least as Knuckles, you can actually go, I guess, the hyper, we'll say, by the end of the first zone. And in the second part of the game. Sonic doesn't really get that luxury. Here goes Robotnik. He's in this thing. So you're supposed to jump and hit him, and you don't want to jump too high and hit his spikes. Likewise, you don't want to jump too low. You get into his hands, and then he slams you. Like, his name is John Cena. Alright. Come here, Robotnik. If you were just playing Sonic 3 alone, this would be the final boss. Oh man, I was shaking in my boots. I didn't think I was gonna win that, guys. That was so close. Look at that. I only had 77 more rings left. What would I have ever done? And now we just fall. And this is how Sonic dies the end. No, I'm just kidding. We survived. There's the Death Egg that was repaired from the second Sonic game. And we have knocked it down again. I don't know how what we did knocked it down. It makes no sense. Robotnik's like, oh shit! I need to go grab that real quick, guys. I'll see you later. Like, not too long from now. And this was what you would see from the main screen of Sonic and Knuckles. It landing there in that little crater that was already there, which makes absolutely no sense. We're going to pause here for a moment, take a break, and we will be right back. Ah! Thank you, Osh. I really think I'm gonna end up having to buy a new microphone. Because this thing keeps muting itself. That I'm getting some weird buzzing when I do certain types of recordings. Anyway, easiest boss ever when you go hyper. I don't want messed over by these Roomba looking guys. Oh yeah, no, this is fun. I don't know if you just now stopped by Osh, but got all of the Chaos Emeralds really early on in the third, or the, I guess I should say, Sonic 3 part of the game. And before even getting to Flying Battery Zone, I got all 7 of the Super Emeralds, so now it's just kind of coast along on easy street here. Well, you know. Boom. I did pretty well. I did screw up on one of them. I'm embarrassed to say, but it is what it is. Can't always play it perfectly. Like I was saying before, Sonic3 and Knuckles is definitely my favorite Sonic game. Yes, technically, I guess you could call it 2 games, but they were meant to be 1 game originally. They just couldn't finish it in time. Let's see. We're just gonna go super fast through all this because it is a Sonic game. We're gonna bounce up here, boom. Really like the music in this too. The Sonic 3 part, I don't like the replacement music they used. I like the Michael Jackson tracks. You know, regardless of what, you know, he did, his tracks that he contributed to for this game, they just smack. And the replacement ones do not. Unfortunately, this does not have the original tracks with the MJ ones. One of them might not be MJ. I don't know for sure who did it. And let's jump in here. The trial things were pretty interesting, but I think that what really kind of did him in, right, is there were multiple allegations, and also he did admit under oath to giving alcohol to a minor, which did not look good for him. But he had a lot of issues. If I understand correctly, too, he was abused as a kid, especially by his dad, whom I'm not sure really gave too much of a crap about him, to be honest. This thing you can't actually kill, I don't think. You gotta just let it shoot. But hey, it's fun to beat the crap out of it while we wait. Oh, I can't kill it! Sweet! And I mean, you know, in spite of all of everything that happened, right? Michael Jackson had a pretty good sense of humor. He even poked fun at himself, and you know, in the face of some of the allegations. Yeah, but these were like, I don't know, these were really young children too. You know, I mean, I remember him being in one of the, was it Scary Movie 3? You know, they made fun of the whole thing. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, right? You know, the court convicted him of it and everything, and, you know, I don't know enough to really be able to say one way or the other. I'd certainly like to believe he didn't do what they accused him of. You know, not that I was a huge, you know, Michael Jackson fan or anything. You know, I don't really listen to most of his songs. You know, the only, you know, I know Beat It and Smooth Criminal, and that's about it. But, you know, I don't know, it was kind of weird, you know. I get he had all that surgery and stuff to kind of change his skin color and stuff there, too. I mean, he definitely had his issues, but again, you know, understanding that his whole life he was under a lot of stress, he was, you know, likely being abused and everything. I don't know how that doesn't mess you up. And if you look at what happens to a lot of child stars, right, it seems like the stress and the abuse that they go through, sometimes even, you know, sexual abuse, it really just, it messes with them. So, you know, like I said, it is what it is. I don't know enough, you know, personally to be able to be like, yeah, he's, you know, he did it, he deserved what he got, or anything like that, you know. But, you know, whatever, I would certainly hope he didn't do what he was accused of. And he really, like, him and Sega, they were kind of close-ish. I'm trying to remember, was it Punch-Out, the name of the game? I can't remember. And I didn't play it myself, but it was like a fighting game that was on the Genesis. And Michael Jackson was a character. You could play as him. You could fight people as Michael Jackson. That's pretty badass. That's pretty badass. Well, let's get those rings there. Those are delicious. Kind of like my Sonic Peach Rings energy drink that I've been sipping on as we play through this. Tell you what, I definitely needed that energy drink. I'm not big on energy drinks. I wouldn't tell people to go and drink them all the time, but definitely needed that. Oh, alright, I'm gonna probably screw this one up. Yeah, definitely. And we are out of there. Good stuff. We're just gonna knock that guy out before he hits us. Alright, we're gonna kind of do the small brain way of getting up there just because I was being lazy. can kind of rappel down this wall here if you really want. There's a thing here. I'm going super. I don't want to get hit again and lose my rings. Not that it really matters a whole lot. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Let's go down to the funky town. Are we at the end yet? No, we are not. Oh, I don't want to get smushed here. Definitely don't want to get smushed. The big weakness that Super Sonic has. Or one of them, the other one's pits. And you don't want to push on them either to kind of get a early start because again, you will just get squished the way that they did the boxes for everything on here. It's just much easier to get the push like this. Yeah, we're gonna do that. No! No! Whoo! I was scared there for a second. I thought, oh, I did myself in this time. Alright, so... I like how the sand pyramid just pops out of absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And hey, there's a golem. And this was something that kind of took me a while to figure out how to beat as a kid because it's not very intuitive. So this is another one of those weird bosses. It's kind of cool though, I guess, because it's different. Yes, you can jump and hit him in the head, and it makes him kind of go back into that form he was in before. But he's essentially unkillable by you. So how do you beat this guy, you may wonder? Well, he has to go for a swim. Oh, see? He just kind of builds himself back up. Head pops up. Boom. Come on, buddy. Get your head back on. And that's it. You just knock him into the sand and he dies. Very odd way of doing that, but hey. Cool, we got rings. And I went ahead and collected those because we cannot keep them for the second act, unfortunately. You'll see why here in a moment. So into the pyramid we go. So there's kind of a weird cheesy trick if you don't mind the level being dark. You see that? That's a light switch that turns on the candles in the back. Just don't activate it. You know, at least as long as you can avoid activating. You'll kind of get forced into it one point or another, and it is what it is. But there's these ghosts that want to mess with you, and they will. But they don't start to spawn unless you turn on the lights, and then you let the lights dim. They'll dim slowly over time. There's like 3 or 4 stages to it, I think. And the ghosts get bigger and bigger. Shoot. Well, okay. If you hit that thing too, that kind of messes the whole thing up as well. We activate the lights, and hey, ghosts don't like lights. Reminds me of being a kid, afraid of the ghosts, you know, rushing to turn on the lights so they wouldn't get me. They kind of took that concept here. You want to get on that thing, and then you come up here. And we go down here, grab some rings, because rings are awesome. Now the ghosts won't hurt you while you're super form. You don't need to worry about that, unfortunately. But now, if we don't want the ghosts to get big and randomly attack us, we're gonna have to keep turning the lights. And I know I normally say this, but I really like the backgrounds in these Sonic games. They're kind of interesting. You know, you got your hieroglyphics back there. It looks like it tells some kind of story. Maybe, even though it's kind of the same pictures for the most part, but that's kind of cool. It's a nice touch. I usually like the background so there's a little bit more going on. Of course, they utilize the background also to show... Come on. Go up. How what, you know, lit the zone is. But they got some really baller candles because these things, you just keep lighting them and they're good to go. I don't know if I really want to mess with that one too much. Kind of like my lightning shield. Maybe if I get some rings. Rings don't usually drop there too often. Uh-oh. Let's, Alright, so... do it like this. Because Tails didn't show up in time, darn it. You can kind of cheese those parts without activating the sand. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Ooh, those ghosties be getting big. Just saying. I'm getting a little scared here. Tails, thank you for getting that light switch. No! Oh god, I thought I was gonna get squished. I was like, oh no. I was very worried. Alright. I'm doing something wrong here, I know. Oh my god. Come on, Tails. I gotta wait for the land or I'm not gonna have all this. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, whatever. Just kinda... Oh, you know why it's not working? Because I gotta do this stupid stuff. I was trying to, like, bypass it, but honestly, it's being more of a pain than it's worth. Hey, I wasn't supposed to do that. That's not how that's supposed to work. I just gotta make sure this thing doesn't, like, end my life. Oh my god! Let go of me, Tails! I'll press F in Tails' honor. I'll pay him respects. We're gonna go over here, hit that, get some rings. Definitely adds a sense of urgency. Oh, okay, alright, you dirty, rotten, whatever you are. We're gonna listen to the more Carnival-esque version of this, because that's what we get in this version of the game. A water shield? Why would I want that? I didn't go the right way. No, I did not. I did a big old circle. I think you more or less just go down here now. No hidden item box down there. Sometimes there's one in those areas, but not that one. Eh, we're just gonna let it run. I don't care. I think there's actually a... Nah, that's a fire shield. One of those, there's like a... No, it'd be on the other side. That's right. That's right, it's on the other side. Okay, yeah. I think Tails hit a light switch somewhere? What it looks like to me. Oh, no. No! Alright, so for this boss, last time I ran this, again, this is a nice little thing that they did to us with this version of the game. You can't just sit there and hug Robotnik, because when the cover comes out, it kills you. It just squishes you, and it's stupid. Alright. But that was an easy one. What you would do normally is, he walks toward you, you jump on his arm on the bottom, then you hit him on the top, that blows away the outside armor, then you hit him, and he'll occasionally shoot lasers if you don't keep knocking his armor off. Again, we have Hypersonic. I worked hard to get that for a reason. Because, to heck with game mechanics. I don't have time for that. So, Lava Reef Zone, definitely love the music for this. If it's not my favorite track, it's definitely in my top 3. Especially the second zone. Or the second act of it, I should say. And visually, I really love this as well. You know, in the background, you can tell we are in a cave. We went down quite a ways. And you can see there's lava, those little guys, that cloud, if you get it on you, you have to like spin dash out of it, but it'll sap your rings, kind of like the piranha things do. Poor Tails, getting stabbed. Getting shanked. Alright, we're gonna grab that and not grab the fire shield. Fire shield is pretty ideal for this. However, I want those rings, darn it. And of course, the shields, no matter what one you have, it'll protect you from those little rocks, from the explodey guys. I'll just stand here. Yo, what's up, bud? And they just go fly. I love that. Is that Killa? And then he mines that stuff, and alright, I'm gonna lose my shield anyway, probably, if I don't do this. Oh, I actually landed on it. Usually I miss it. I think there's a... yeah, there is. There we go, bonus ring. If you don't have all your emeralds yet, there's a place to get one. Hey, look, more rings, because I need those ones. They give you a lot of opportunities. So there's like 2 bonus rings back to back. Take that. And then of course, a little hidden area up here. I think there's another bonus ring. Yeah, down there. There's just so many of these things. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't think I can get to it from here though, and honestly, I don't need to lose any sleep over that. Oh, come on. Get good. I already had a lightning shield, but anyway. There's a thing up. I gotta face the right way. And it's a cool emote. It's a cool emote. Oh, speaking of emotes, Osh, do mine show up at all for you? Any of them? Actually forgot I made some. Yeah. You'd think that'd be a big enough deal to remember, maybe, but I absolutely... oh, you have to be... I thought some of them I had set so you don't have to be. Oh, God! Oh, that could have been bad, bad, bad. Woo! Gotcha, gotcha. I didn't realize that's how that works. That's kind of... I don't like that. It is what it is, though, I guess. Oh, I gotta hit that switch up there. Alright, let's go fight this boss. So this guy has these things that pop up and they shoot at you, but you know, we cheese it because we're hypersonic. We don't care. I earned this cheese. I got all of the blue spheres, every single one of them. You know, I'm just gonna put down my controller and have a drink. That was so tough. I don't know about you folks. I was worried that I was... That was so tough. I feel like I should get like some kind of a medal or something for that one. Alright, so the lava hardens, and like I said, I really like the music for... I like the music for Act 1, I really like the Act 2 music. It's not as intense, it's kind of more relaxing. I like to chill out, you know? And again, you know, the environment itself, it looks cool. You're obviously still in a cave here. Yeah, burn me. Burn me! And, if you see these little boxes with Robotnik, that doesn't mean, you know, go touch them. If you're playing as Knuckles, you can actually break through the wall here, and there's like a little thing that you can't see that he goes through. But we're playing as Sonic and Tails, so we need to go this way. Knuckles isn't, just not able to jump high enough to get up here. And that's one thing that's kind of cool about this game. They gave you alternate paths that, you know, one character can do, but the other can't. So when you play through the game again, it's a little more than just playing through, you know, as one of the other characters. It's a little more than just playing through the game. I really appreciate that. On top of the fact that there are multiple paths anyway that these characters can take through any particular level. Just what's called good game design. There's a bubble shield. We're not gonna touch that. I don't care about it at all. The thing I don't like about... let's see what we get. We'll do the bonus. They might. I had to check. Alright, I purposely got out of that. I'm always afraid when I go in there that if I have any rings at all, I'm gonna get 3 Robotniks and lose everything. And it's just not really worth the risk. We're gonna stay high here. Take the upper path. I was pretty happy that, when they did Sonic Mania, they did include Lava Reef Zone in it. Again, you gotta walk into those walls sometimes, because there's a lot of hidden stuff that, you know, if you don't try to... Like that! Boom! You know, if you don't go into the walls, you're just not gonna catch these little things that they give you for free. You know, it's unfortunate. You won't get them. I might miss a couple of the hidden things every once in a while, but I know where a lot of them. That's kind of the nice thing with just kind of taking it slow and playing through the game. Not necessarily worried about speedrunning or anything. You can take your time and see all these things. I like to show people some of these secrets, so when they play the game, if they play the game, they can enjoy them. Especially like where the little bonus rings are, because, you know, if you don't have your emeralds, you want to get those. So this version of the game makes it pretty easy to get them, because you can retry as long as you have those things. Those coins. You know, in the original version of the game, you didn't get infinite retries, or what's essentially infinite retries, because you just didn't. It was harder in that way. I know some people, they go, oh, I made it easy, it ruined it. You know, for me, I don't really care. I don't think... Yeah, that's another hidden thing. Or that's a glitch. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I don't remember doing that before. It's kind of weird, though. Let's not get hit by the spiky thing. We're gonna not fall down. Oh, this is where we get trolled again. Yeah, and you can see, if you look at the background, you can see the death egg kind of lodged in there. I kind of went past it really fast. You kind of see, like, cave, you got the, what? Not stalactites, but whatever they're. Whatever they're. And it's all one thing. Oh god! So this is why Fire Shield is awesome! Hey, I can stand in the lava! What are you gonna do about it, buddy? What are you gonna do about it? Fire Shield OP! Again, I like the utility that the shields give you in this game. It really added something special to it. I think it did anyway. Welcome to disagree, but I think that was a really awesome addition. So there's some stuff down here, there's rings we can grab. Do I need rings? Not really. If you don't have a fire shield by this point, you can grab one. I've got 230 rings. I don't know. You guys think we can beat this? I think we can. And I just stand in the lava because it feels nice and toasty on Sonic's feet. So this boss is a little different the way that it works. He kind of somehow makes the lava flow at weird angles. Don't ask me how this works. It's, you know, it's science, I'm sure. But you just kind of let him kill himself with those spike ball things. I don't know what he was thinking when he came up with this plan to kill Sonic, but, you know, he really should have just gone back to the drawing boards. Alright, I messed up there, and that's fine. This is another one of those times where, for the most part, you could probably just sit there and sleep. I have a nice drink here. Oh no, Robotnik, don't hurt me! I don't know, though, if when he gets defeated, if I'm gonna get taken out of super form before the lava dries, or hardens, whatever. So I'm actually gonna... Is that the last one? No. It takes a few extra hits. Again, it's not a hard one, you just want to stay on top of these if you don't have the shield. Otherwise, you just walk on the lava, like, you know, it's normal ground. Because who cares? Yeah, okay, so it did exactly what I thought it would do. I don't really care. I don't need to end it and get a big bonus from all the rings. Who cares? Again, I'm at 999 retry coins. And I'm not gonna have any troubles beating this. And we already got our emeralds, so... Alright, Hidden Palace Zone. Again, this looks really cool. Kinda... Again, I like... I think they did a really good job, especially in the Sonic and Knuckles portion of the game, which they got more time to work on. I think that's one reason why, at least to me, it's visually more appealing. Because, you know, they released Sonic 3 and they're like, okay, we can finish the game and maybe take our time. And there's definitely a difference looking, you know, at each of those games. Let's see. So if you're playing as Knuckles, this is actually where he comes in at. And this is essentially the end of the game for him. He runs down here, and instead of being teleported up from down below, he jumps on this thing, and he goes up into the air, and he has a fight with Metal Sonic, who is using his Master Emerald for a bit of a charge. And of course, he's not happy about that. He's a little protective of that Master Emerald. Oh, gosh darn it. I didn't want to go back in here. I was hoping to ride the outside. Ooh. Dude, I see Robotnik show up, and I'm just like, oh, crap. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm about to lose everything. I'm about to lose my home, my car, my girlfriend, everything. Just, it's all gone. It's going out the window. Are you kidding me? We're gonna be short one ring. Yeah, that's fine. I'll fight Knuckles legit. Again, that little spin shield we get. Kinda OP, folks. Take advantage of that. Learn how to use it. Don't get hit like me, because I suck. I only know hyper form to beat you, boy. So you knock some sense out of Knuckles, and you look in the background here, right? It's kind of like there's a prophecy type deal. You see what looks like Robotnik, maybe in some kind of big robot, and then you see this Super Saiyan spiky dude. I don't know who that could possibly be. Hey, look, it's the emeralds we collected. Now, if you don't get them all, the ones you don't have won't be glowing like that. So, yeah. You can't actually beat this as far as I'm aware. Robotnik's just immortal there. He fries Knuckles' brains, which, I mean, if you think about what just happened there, that's pretty messed up. Knuckles gets impatient, he's like, hey, come here. And if you, like, stand over on the left, he'll keep, like, motioning to you to come over. But Knuckles is like, okay, he backstabbed me. I understand what was on the wall the whole time, and I was too stupid to notice. And now he helps you out. This is where you get the Sky Sanctuary Zone. Again, I love the soundtrack for this level. I don't know, it feels awesome. It's very fitting for the environment. Here we are once again. High in the sky, there's the Death Egg, it's up and operational, and you can see some of Robotnik's little robots flying out of it. They're going to try to stop us. There's also another nasty surprise waiting for us that we will get to momentarily. So these guys, they shoot lasers. They're not nice. I hate them. But if you know where they are and you know how to deal with them, they're not too terrible. But they will be in very annoying spots, and you don't want to jump to attack them too soon, or they will nail you. They will nail you, and you'll lose your rings, and you will not be happy about it. Well, you probably won't be happy about it anyway. I don't know. Maybe you're into that kind of thing. Maybe you like getting beat up. You know, I'm not gonna judge. Alright, so here we go. Hey, this looks like a boss from the first Sonic game. Well, that's because it is, except now we're fighting Metal Sonic here. Let's just beat the crud out of him. You know, we didn't have Hypersonic in Sonic 1. This was easy peasy. Alright, let's go. I don't know, which way do we want to go? Let's go up. I want to be careful not to, like, do anything too stupid here. Yeah, let's get a fire shield. I don't have a shield yet. Alright. So much for trying not to do stupid stuff. I felt that. It is what it is, folks. I don't claim to be the best Sonic player alive. I just know the game well. Hey, it's a throwback to a Sonic 2 boss. The one from the Truffles. This sucks. I'm gonna lose all of my rings before I get to the end. I should not have done that. Come on, guys. Give me some rings, please. I need them. I'm an addict. Yes! I got my fix. Yeah, you need to go bye-bye. Hey, it's another teleporter thing. I like this. They're kind of cool. Please give me rings. I need more than that, but I'll take what I can get. Yeah, we're gonna be fighting this not in super form. I'm gonna have to actually get good. Let's get as much cheese in as I can get. Oh my god, I had just enough. Talk about cutting it close. couple more seconds, and I'd have had to actually try. Oh no! The ground's collapsing. Who would have thought that this would happen again? So now we're gonna run up this thing. It's all done automatically. Up and up we go. Hey, look, it's the death egg. It looks so far away, but somehow we're gonna get on it. Don't ask me how that works. Maybe Tails carries them. I don't know. That's one of those Tails get the plane moments, you know? Nah! We don't need no stinking plane. Forget the tornado. All it does is get shot down anyway, right? Alright. So this is kind of a cool level. Kind of see the... Oh yeah, so these are electric. We've got a lightning shield, so... As long as I have this shield, I don't have to worry about getting murdered by that. I do need to be careful here. You've got rockets that are shot at you, and I suck at avoiding them, as you can see. You've got those guys. You can kind of avoid them if you really want. You got some really crazy, bizarre stuff going on here. It's a cool level. Oh, I'm gonna grab onto this thing. Just give me 5 more rings, please. Thank you. Hey. Let's get this. Hopefully get a bonus. Yes, it's my favorite one. I might pull a rabbit out of my hat here. Oh, it didn't bounce me quite high enough. I don't know, this bonus level usually comes through for me. I love it. It's my favorite one. Ooh, one of those things. Tails got caught in the net, instantly respawned. Tails, you immortal crazy fox boy. He's the guy all the fox furries aspire to be. Alright, let's do this. Can I get that? Alright, I didn't get it. Oh well. I got what I needed. 133 rings. That ain't too shabby. I'm gonna stay out of super or hyper form as long as I can. But if I lose my shield, it's go time. Just listen. Alright, this thing is cool. I love this. In any game where they implement this, I love this part. It's just crazy. What is this? I don't even know what's going on, but I'm digging it. I am digging it. Oh, eat. Alright. No, don't shoot me! Alright, well... I tried to do it legit. Hey, look, I can walk on this, because... Yeah. I mean, he's essentially pulsing with electricity anyway, if I remember correctly. Makes sense that wouldn't mess him up. All I need is a shield here. I don't need anything else. Just give me a shield, folks. Hey, a lightning shield. That's perfect. These bonus levels are really coming through for me now. Oh no. I thought I was gonna get hit by that. I felt like an idiot. So this thing, when I was a kid, I didn't know what the heck I was supposed to do. What you do is you bounce them off of it and oh my gosh. You gotta do both sides. Come on, get that last one. When you get them all, it changes this so you can move. They all gotta be red. Fortunately, you can't, unflip them and make them yellow again, so that's kinda nice. And we're sitting pretty here at 219 rings. Oh, cool, we get another one of these. I love those. Look at that. The shield doesn't seem to work. Oh man, another bonus level. I don't think we're gonna overdo it. He's got an eye on me. Ah. Alright, so this guy, you just beat the crap out of his eye. And then he does this, and it really, this is a crappy boss, honestly. Like, he's doable, but he sucks to fight without your hyper. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. He's not a fun guy. He's angry. He wants to kill you. And then, of course, the ground blows up. Hey, look, we're in space! How are we breathing? I don't know. We don't ask questions. Sonic's just invincible. He defies physics, logic, you name it. I don't know which way I really should go. We'll go this way. Well, ideally I'd want... Oh. Oh. No! 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 Don't touch the spikes. Those aren't good for you. Ah! Are you kidding me? No! What am I doing? What am I doing? I feel so stupid. Like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. We're gonna forget that occurred. I don't know what happened in those few seconds, but it sure wasn't me doing something stupid. Alright, we hit this, and gravity changes. Most people might not be able to grasp the gravity of this situation, but apparently Sonic can. Uh-oh, no, other side. It's like the opposite of what you normally do on those, so it's kind of like, ah, we got you. And I can't get those. I had to wait for it to shoot that rocket. I was not gonna get touched by that guy. I refused. We're playing this game mirrored and upside down every which way. It is the height of ridiculousness. Yo. Minus, you know, people getting injured doing things. Oh no, it gave me a bubble shield. I don't want that. Give me my lightning shield back, gosh darn it. A 1-up, that'll do me so much good. Thank you so much, game. That's what I'm talking about, right there. Oh, look at that, 234 rings. Thank you so much, game. You always pull through. Look at that, I've got more. Holy cow. Dude, I'll be in super form forever. Too low. Dude, that is sweet. Hey, it's a Robotnik one. Let's go get that. It's one of those, what could possibly go wrong? It's like, well, you see. Really missed my lightning shield. Alright, we're hitting the button. What? Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna be stuck there for a second because the timer wasn't working. Again, there's a lot of really weird bugs with this version of the game. My understanding is when it came out, it was a complete and total clusterfuck with some of the glitches and things. Fortunately, they got a lot of it fixed, and I guess as the story goes, the reason why it was so horribly messed up is Headcanon gave Sega an updated version of the game, and then they added the cutscenes and stuff and released the wrong version. I mean, yeah, Sega would never do anything like that, right? Right? Yeah, we all know better than that. This needs to go down a little bit more. Alright, that is actually what I wanted. Let's see if I can get a shield. So, you know, don't blame Headcanon for any of the faults you might have with this game, as far as glitches and stuff, because they had a better version of it, apparently. Unless, you know, you think they're lying about it and they're just, you know, shifting the blame. I don't believe that, though, just because anybody who's been a Sonic fan for, you know, the last couple of decades or more knows kind of what Sega do. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, I'll live with the glitches. Hopefully they get patched. If, you know, they don't fix it, somebody will probably make a fan thing to fix it. Oh my god. How many rings do we roll? Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. I could have maybe gotten more, but... Do I need 450 rings to beat this? Probably not. I hope. I like those little things too. Ooh, another one of these. I love this background. Hello, world. Alright, let's do this guy right here. Hey, what's up, buddy? And we're just gonna ride this crazy... I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. We get another one. I'm pretty sure... I mean, I'm not seeing things. Was that a 5? It looked like a 5 instead of a 2. Oh, we got a lightning shield. Thank you. That is just what Dr... Well, it's not what Dr. Robotnik ordered, but... It's what I ordered, darn it. I don't want to get hit by that. That would be cool. Oh, boy! I mean, I could just walk on this since I have the lightning shield, but we'll ride the tank until that happens. What are we getting here? No, I hate this one. We're getting the heck out of here. My luck, I get Robotniks and lose all my rings, and then I regret my life choices. And this close to the boss, I'm not gonna do that. That's just not on the menu. So this guy's kind of weird to fight. We don't jump on him or anything. You have to get the timing right, and I am really sucking the place up right now. You gotta hit him from underneath with those little spike things. Gosh darn it. I am just not... I didn't want to do that. Nah, you have to account for the fact that's going to take a few seconds. Feels like that thing's moving faster than usual too, but maybe I'm just slow. What? Oh, come on. I'm gonna go through all my stupid rings here before this is over. not allowed to do this bad. Hey, we got 2 down. A few more to go. A few more to go. And I was early. Gosh darn it. No, it exploded! Are you kidding me? I'm just really... I'm getting trolled, I feel like. Hey, that actually counted as a hit! You know, I'm just gonna accept it, because that works in my favor. Okay. Hey! We're getting the hits now. I'm starting to get my game on. Look at that. And then this thing blows up, and I can go through. Oh no, I don't go that way. This is mirror mode. We move this way. Alright, let's wrap up this game. We are on the last leg of this wonderful... Oh god, mirror mode. I probably could have waited to do this, but... Robotnik should have just kept his hands to himself. This should be easy so long as I don't do stupid stuff. Sometimes I do stupid stuff. I gotta push all that there. Not more than I need to. I probably could get 3 hits in, but there is a price to pay to be greedy, or for being greedy rather. And I'm not willing to pay that off. Alright, so that part's down. This next one could be kind of annoying depending. You want to kind of try to get ahead of them, and if you need to, jump. But you want to kind of... There's a sweet spot you want to hit for that. Alright. So if you didn't get all the Chaos, or Chaos Emeralds and then Super Emeralds by the end of the game, this is it. This is the end of the game. But we got all of them. So we thought we won, but hey, look, Robotnik just has more surprises for us. I missed that. I'm gonna mess up so bad. I'm missing all of the rings. Oh, I needed to go up. This might get a little sketch in the end. Because, yeah, these missiles don't kill you, but they make you kind of spin around, and then you're going to miss out on rings. And you kind of need those to stay in super form and do this. Because normal Sonic in space doesn't do too much. Alright, yeah, this is going to be sketch. Alright, so I'm tapping this thing for dear life. He's going to shoot rockets at us here. And you want to make them kind of angle so he hits himself. These little balls hit you, and they bounce you, which kind of sucks, but at least they don't kill you. Oh my god, come on. Hey, oop. No. Come here. Come here. Hit him. Let's do this. Oh god, come on. Normally I don't have so much trouble with those things. Alright, come on, Robotnik. I got about 20 seconds. I don't have time to be messing around here. Kinda sucks they use your rings up for that. It's like, you know what? The heck? So he throws those bombs, and we just kinda keep bum rushing them and hitting them. And hopefully not run out of rings, because then we die. Hey, we did it! Woo! Oh my god. Yes! Of course, they changed the music here too. I like the other track more, but it is what it is. Pop the champagne bottles, baby. We beat this game 100%. Got all the emeralds. Pretty much as soon as you can get them, too, for the most part. And, we get the good ending. We save the world once more. To be continued in Sonic 4. Just kidding. We pretend that never happened. Until I stream. I'm sorry, those replacement tracks aren't that good. And here we go. Sonic and Tails fly off of Angel Island. Knuckles is there with his Master Emerald, and he's like, alright, I'll see them off. Thanks for giving me my emerald back. I'm actually not entirely sure what the timeline there is supposed to be. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, because Knuckles fights Metal Sonic. I'm guessing before Robotnik takes it and goes into space. I'm not entirely sure. That or the Emerald falls down, and then Metal Sonic tries to use it, and Knuckles got it himself. I don't know. I'm guessing that Knuckles' part of the story ends before you defeat Robotnik in space, but I could be wrong. It's kind of hard to say. You know, if it's even meant to work out like that, right? I don't know why there's clouds so close to the ocean there. That's kind of weird to me. You know, and I wouldn't think twice about it if it weren't for the dolphins. So either these dolphins got some, like, jump, or something's a little goofy here. But it is what it is. It is what it is, folks. That was one heck of a ride. We got that all done in one night. It's a long game. It's a very long Sonic game, you know, compared to the other Genesis releases. We clocked that in, what, about 3 hours? And that's with a couple very short breaks. Very short breaks. I'll be uploading this entire run to my YouTube channel later on. So if you want to go back and watch it, feel free. Leave a comment if you liked what you saw here. Follow me on Twitch. I don't know, what are we gonna do next? We played all these games backward. What should we do? I don't know, we'll see. It's crazy. Maybe I'll play through as another character next time. Beat it with Sonic. I don't know. Should I play through Sonic 3 and Knuckles again tomorrow? Should I play as a different character? Let me know what you think. But that's the end of this awesome, awesome game. My favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game of all time, which is, you know, essentially 2 games in 1. Oh, here's Robotnik. And he's like, hey, I can pop this. He's like, please don't do this to me. Old Robotnik was pretty goofy besides some of the cartoons. So he was. There we go. Man, that was kind of crazy playing it in reverse. There were a couple of times there where kind of did some wrong things, especially on some of the bonus levels. But That was awesome. That was awesome. I really like this tour of the island thing that they have going on here. It's just cool because you can zoom in on these islands and you can see things that kind of represent different zones. You can see Mushroom Hill Zone, there's Sandopolis, I think that's Launch Base back there, and Ice Cap Zone. You know, that's Marble Garden. There's Carnival Night. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I really like how they did Origins in general. Oh, there's yeah, so, but again, you know, there's some glitches, there's some kind of weird stuff that happened with some of the remade versions of this game. It's not terrible. It's not, you know, you look at the reviews and they're mixed, and people are like, oh my god, this was a hot mess, and it was a hot mess when it was released, but it is perfectly fine now. You know, if you don't want to pay full price for it, and since it's not new, I wouldn't necessarily suggest doing that either, but definitely get this on sale. It's like, what, 20 bucks? If you can swing 20 bucks, you're definitely going to have fun. Lots and lots of stuff to do on this. And of course, you get to listen to music, but again, if you never played this game before, especially the original Sega Genesis release, you owe it to yourself. Listen to the original soundtracks that were used for some of these levels. You'll see exactly what I was talking about. The originals were so much better. It's ridiculous. And there's a mod that lets you put those in, but I had some issues with it. It wasn't working right, and it was making the Act 2 for some of the zones not actually play, and then the mini-boss music wasn't quite right either. But it is what it is. You know, you can't have everything in life, and that's definitely a perfect example. Anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate you being there. And again, I don't know. We'll do something tomorrow. I don't know what. Maybe we'll play through Sonic and Knuckles again as somebody else. You know, we've got Knuckles, of course. We've got Tails. Maybe I'll do Tails. You know, I'm not sure too many people play Tails, and he's very much a delayed gratification type character in this game because he doesn't get a super form until second half of the game. So maybe we'll do that. Anyway, as always, everyone, take care. Have a good night. But for now, this is Agent Ice, signing off.